All right, today we're going to go over a double leg takedown, but it's not just going to be any double leg takedown, because Lord knows there's tons of different ways you can do double leg takedowns, okay? But as we're going over some of these historical catch wrestling materials, sometimes the image that accompanies the text tells kind of a strange story, and you have to figure out what the implied execution is, and sometimes it looks very different than some styles of execution that we might see in the modern day, okay? And this Spalding's mid-1800s catch wrestling manual is certainly one of those cases, okay? So first, the thing they show right before they show the double leg is the referee hold, right? Or what today we would probably more commonly think of as the collar tie, okay? And when they talk about the double leg takedown, the plate that they show is actually both the plate for someone trying a double leg, and I would say trying it poorly, and it's also simultaneously one of the counters. So splitting the difference between those two things and finding like what the implied execution style is and matching it up with the text can create kind of a disagreement, or like something that you have to work out, right? So the actual plate looks something like this. The guy having both arms around his opponent's legs, like he's going to do a big double leg, and then Adam, you go ahead and wrap around my waist, okay? So it actually shows one of the counters to the double leg. So since I didn't make a deep penetration and I just kind of wrapped around the guy's legs, he could lift up my waist and suddenly take me for a ride, right? So that's kind of an odd thing as we're looking through that manual. But the text does describe that, or imply, I would say, it more implies that you want to make a little bit more of a penetration step, hoist them up on the shoulder, turn and drop, okay? So if you read just the text, it kind of approaches something like never goes out of style, classic, good body mechanics, good physics, double leg takedown. But when it's combined with that plate where he's doing the counter to someone kind of poorly doing a double leg takedown, it can be kind of confusing in that way. Because can I initiate double leg takedown from out here? I can. It's not going to be amazing. It's not going to be the most technical setup, and indeed that person can counter just like the manual shows. But you know, if I'm making contact here, can I make a deep penetration step all of a sudden, or even just come down to my knee with a penetration, and then this other foot steps past him? Yeah, certainly. Okay, or even this one up the middle steps past him. Yeah, either one of those things can happen. Okay, so just in the spirit of trying to align with the actual contents of that book, I am going to actually start as if I initiated the double leg takedown from here. Even though in reality I might never do that, right? I might have all kinds of other setups where I'm clearing his problem or his solutions first before they even become a problem for me. Or I'm clearing these things before they become a problem for me, right? But again, just to be in line with the contents of the manual, I'll initiate it from here. So I know that he can counter me, just like that plate shows. I know at any time he can drape over me. If I'm slow, he can drape over me, grab a waist hold. So that means for me, I gotta do a deep penetration step with my knee through his legs, okay? So for whatever reason, I decided it was good timing for me to initiate this, and in the manual they say when his legs are too close. It's funny because in the manual they also say which only a beginner would do, or something like that. So here I am, I've noticed his legs are too close to one another, he didn't widen his base enough or whatever. And that was my moment. I identified that was my opportunity. So here, I went for a hold just like it shows in the book. Didn't penetrate deeply like a modern guy would, but now I'm gonna fix that. So here, this knee penetrates past this follow-up step. See how I'm penetrating past him? And my head can peekaboo up, right? Although initially I want to keep my chin tucked so he doesn't guillotine me, or in catch wrestling terminology, put on a chancery hold, right? Here, hands are cupped behind his legs, and I'm going to hoist him up on my shoulder, turn and drop it, okay? So if I lift here, I'm going to destroy my back. I will ruin my back, and I already have a bad back, so I can't do that. So here, holds Here, I know he can get that waist hold as a counter, so I don't want to wait. I want to step through, step past, hoist up onto the shoulder. Okay, there's my double leg takedown. And further down the line, we're going to talk about counters. We might also show other variations. We might show how to reconcile that a little bit more with some modern application. But in terms of looking at the history text, that's the technique.